Hello, Art Fam. It's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and welcome to the studio. Welcome to the safe space. Follow, subscribe, tell your friends. It's hashtag summer prompts. All right, what are we doing today? We're doing hashtag ice cream. Ice cream. What do you think about when I say ice cream? See, when I was a little kid, I was really chunky, so it used to give me like nerves. It make me anxious because I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have any. Messed up, right? But not no more, because now they have dairy-free ice cream, they have vegan ice cream. No anxiety anymore. Let's indulge. All right, so here we go. I know last week I told you, oh, standardize your practice. Use the same size, use the same paper. I'm a Gemini, so I'm gonna do the complete opposite. Look what I got. I got some beautiful black substrate, and I send these in the collage kit, so you probably have some of these if you are a member. If not, I think it's a fun idea to kind of switch it up and use construction paper or art again, I think it's called, to just kind of shift your practice, right? Because sometimes just those little shifts. So as I mentioned last week, I have family and friends coming over and they're staying in the studio. So I've had to shift my practice, right? And all of a sudden, I'm not on Instagram as much because I'm outside, I'm having fun, I'm taking a moment to live, or I don't have a safe space or a place where I feel comfortable using the phone or texting or doing whatever I have to do. So play with that, use that to your advantage, right? If people are over, forget about Instagram for a second. If you can collage in your usual space, see how it feels when you collage on the floor, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, right? Because it'll all make a difference. So let me rip out a little piece of this beautiful notebook and see where it takes us. So hashtag ice cream. Let's see where it goes. Stick around. I have a great artist who shares their ice cream prompt, and this one's kind of special because it was kind of a luck of the draw type thing. More information as it develops. Okay, so what are we doing? I have wallpaper from God knows when. 2012. Oh wow, okay, this is kind of recent. 2012. To me, 2012 is like still in the future. I think in my head it's still 1996. That sounds really old once I said it. Anyway, that's when I was 16. So I'm just gonna dive in. How are you? Before I ask you that, look how beautiful this is. It's a collage, it's like a wonder wall. How are you? Is it summer where you're at? Because here it's like really gloomy. Look how beautiful. Okay, ice cream. What are you reading? What are you eating? Are you eating ice cream? Okay, I mean, look at this. Just this red leather. I was vegan for like 5 years. And then I came back to the fray, and now I eat pudding. If you know what that is, you know what that is. And I love leather, so I don't know if it helped me at the end or not. So whatevs. Look at this. Okay, so with something, always keep your eyes open, right? Because look at this. This is just a picture, a photograph of like furniture, but I love everything that's happening here. So you know what? Let's make a beeline to use this as our inspiration. Maybe I'll just take this weird 8 form that really caught my eye. And I'm gonna use this as a substrate for it. My cutting board is a little dusty because my friend came over and we're magic people, so we were lighting incense, and now the ash has gotten all over the place, which is probably good, right? All right, are you a magic person? Let me know. Okay. I think when you're a magic person, it plays out in everything you do, right? What do I mean by magic person? Well, you know, a magic person. You create your own gravity, you talk to trees, and you listen to music, and it makes you elevate sometimes. That's what I mean. We had our members hangout this past weekend, and it was fantastic. And one thing that always comes up is the tarot deck, right? We have done it in the past, but I've been getting a lot of inquiries about doing a class where we can create our own tarot deck. So let me know if you're interested in that. That's something that's always interested me. So look how I took this inspiration from this, I guess it's a table, and I'm gonna let that be my guide. What it has to do with ice cream, I have no idea. And remember, these prompts are just points of departure. So I think this is gonna be my point of departure. And when I think of ice cream, I think of melting, right? So I think I'm gonna lean into the visualness of what that might look like. So let me see. Ooh, look at this. Check that purple out. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of drippings. It sounds weird, a bunch of drippings, a bunch of drips, right? Cheers. So let's see. I like this idea. So the video that we're gonna see today, the artist that shares was a artist who joined the Hangout for the first time. And at the end, we did a drawing of who was gonna be featured in this video. And Jaye won, so it was really fun. She did a great job, So, as I tell everybody, always be ready for a close-up. You never know when someone's gonna ambush you with a YouTube video. Listen, if you stay prepared, you don't have to get prepared. Okay, check that out. Here's a nice long strip of purple that I can play with. Love that. So I haven't been on Instagram. I haven't posted in a bit because I've been so busy. We have been making, so June was a great month for Collage Dream because we made about 300 kits. 300 kits. I have a very small apartment and there was collage everywhere. So I was living in a collage. You can go pick up a very special collage kit at Poster House here in New York. If you're ever in town, Poster House is beautiful. It's not even a museum. It feels very interactive. It's they promote posters. And what's the difference between posters and art? Well, posters usually have a message or an idea, a very distinct purpose, right? So it's beautiful the way they curate their shows. That's on 23rd Street here in New York City in Chelsea. Beautiful neighborhood. So they're carrying our collage kits and you can go buy them there. Also, I did a workshop at a bank in the city, and that was just so much fun. Can I tell you, and I'll toot my own horn a little bit here. I always encourage people to toot their own horns. One of my gifts is creating space for people to be creative, to kind of step outside their usual norm way of thinking, and to have 30 finance people step out for a second and be creative and explore LGBTQ community ideas was so beautiful because they were all in. And can I tell you, and I think I took a picture, maybe I'll try to include it. There was this one guy who took all of his elements from his collage kit and created a space. He just instinctively created like a beautiful little space for himself, like that. Put them all kind of like made a set. I was like, oh, I need to use that. That inspired me so much, and so things happen, right? So listen, you don't have to be an educator, you don't have to be a motivator, you don't have to be anything. But if you have an opportunity to create with somebody, you know, creating communities, I like to say, see what happens, because we learn from each other. We learn from each other. Oh, look at Marilyn. You know, I'm not a Marilyn fan because, I don't know. I think it's a standard of unattainable beauty, but I do like this picture. I like the stars. So, all right, Marilyn, you want to be my friend? Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to use this circle to guide me, because I don't want to do a circle and I don't want all of Marlyn, but you know what intrigued me from this picture, right? The stars and the coffee cup. So come on, Marlyn. Because it's important. So when I look at Marlyn, I don't see myself, right? I see beauty, but I also see this American idea of beauty. So it's important to go towards things that you feel represented in, right? And then you realize that everything switches. You're like, oh my God, I've never seen a movie about me, right? So when collage actually allows me to do that in the best way possible, right? Because I can create stories about what it's like for me as a person in every facet of my life. I just started reading a beautiful book called The Satyr's Kiss, which is on queer male magic. Again, the more you can identify yourself and kind of be bombarded by positive reminders that you are perfect because you are made in the image of beauty, right? You don't necessarily need to like Marlyn, right? That's my point. So lean into that, whatever that may be for you. And listen, we don't all have to be the same, and that's the beauty of the world. Okay, let me get off my soapbox and make some ice cream. Okay, see how fun she is? Ah, I knew she was gonna come through for me. Marlyn. Okay, maybe, okay, I never work horizontally, so maybe this is a cool thing. Okay. So see how this thing kind of just, I mean, I might lose the thing at the end, but I like, oh, I like this. So I'm not, and I think also, so when we are commissioned, right? Every time people get commissioned, they all freak out. They're like, what do I do? I have to do something different, perfect. No. So when you get commissions, someone likes your work and they're like, hey, can you make one for me? We're like, I do them for myself. You don't have to do anything different. You really don't. They already saw what you do and they like what you do. So you don't have to do anything different. So when someone gives you a commission or an assignment for a graphic design, if you will, and they say, oh, I love your collages. Can you make one for ice cream? Just make a collage and then throw some ice cream elements. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? So like literally here, even though these little drippings don't read as ice cream drippings, but look what I can do. I can put a scoop of ice cream on her cup. I could make her coming out of a cone. So the thing is really just having fun. Now, like I said, I haven't been making art because I've been doing so many other things, so many logistical things. I will say, I realize every time I step away from my art practice, from the physical making of my creative art practice, I realize how magical this is, like how amazing it is to be able to come into my studio and create something with my hands where it's just all magic, right? So lean into that. Don't give that away. Protect your creative endeavors, your creative energy. Don't let it get drained. Feed it because you're powerful, right? And I mean, I'm saying it to myself as much as I'm saying it to you. Okay, ice cream, you guys. Ice cream. What's my favorite flavor? I asked this question during the hangout. And if you don't miss the next one, it's in July. And we've hit something really sweet with this art making. So we're probably going to do that over and over. So this is really fun. At any rate, I asked what their favorite ice cream was. And I think mine was green. It was spirulina. Van Leeuwen has a shop around our house. And they sell this green ice cream. That's spirulina. I love it. I love fun tasting things. What can I say? I like acquired tastes, which is why I take my coffee black, like my soul. But I don't have green ice cream will read. So bear with. Okay, I might have found something. Look at that. Oof. All right, so what other prompts do you think are coming down the pipeline? I remember distinctly, Elvis and I were walking down to our coffee place that shall not be named, and we were coming up with our prompts. We have some really fun ones. Should I tell you? Okay, can you keep a secret? Shh. One that I'm really excited about, just because I have no idea how I would approach it, is hashtag. Now I don't remember which one it was. I just remember the feeling of it. Do you remember feelings? So I don't remember things, I remember feelings. So the word is sand. But I think in my head, I imagine the sand on my feet. At any rate, shh, don't tell anybody and get ready for it, because this can be really exciting. Now that you have some time, you can go all out. So come on back. Come on back. We're here in ice cream land. Ice cream land. What else are you reading? What else are you listening to? Oh, you know what I did buy? So June is my birth month, and I celebrate all month. And I don't shut up about it to myself. Look at that, how fun. But I do buy myself gifts. Well, all the time, not only on birthday. But I bought this thing because I would go to my friend's house and I would always look at this book, and he's like, wow, you always look at that book, what's up? And I'm like, I don't know, I should buy it. So I bought it. It's called Mi Cocina. It's a cookbook. I do not cook, but this is by a man. His name is Rick Martinez. He is Chicano. Remember I was telling you about like seeing reflections of yourself? Bam, look at this man. He's so beautiful, and he could be my cousin. And look at these textures. Ugh, look at that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Look at these colors, right? So I bought it because, one, I wanted to support this amazing cook. These colors inspire me and give me so much life. He is a Mexican queer man, and I see myself in him in the best possible way. And then I read the, so I even dedicated it to myself. You guys we have to treat ourselves like this. And then I read the introduction. Oh my God. It was beautiful. So if you're looking for inspiration, if you're looking for a reflection, this is a fantastic book. And there's recipes. Maybe I'll try one, maybe I won't. I'm not a cook. This is lovely. Marlyn, you came through, but you know, I'm gonna have to do something to your face. So let's see. I have my frenemy today, my glue stick. Let's see what I do. Because like I said, I don't have all of my tools with me, but I like what's happening on her cup. Oh, you know what I could do? I can color her my color, yeah. Or even, so I really love coloring people blue. I don't know why. I think because they remind me of like Indian deities, Indian gods. In art school, my teachers hate it. They're like, there is no blue people. I'm like, come on, people, use your imagination. I know, I went to art school and they were so... But we already know that story. Listen, I'm only going to tell the stories that make me happy. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. Some of us prefer to live in delusion. Okay. So, love you, Marlyn, but you're going to be blue. I got this here. Let's see, because it's already a very dark collage, right? So maybe the blue, maybe yellow would be even better. You know what? Yeah, let's color her. Or do I want her pink? You guys. Decisions. Oof. Yellow. She's gonna be a Simpsons character. Did you guys ever watch The Simpsons? Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. I was obsessed. Now it's a little crazy, but I love how succinct they are with the future, right? They predicted so many things. And I saw YouTube about that. Apparently, all of the animators and the creators were also scientists. So they were very aware of probabilities and all this other ridiculous stuff that I don't know. Science is great, but I don't like the idea of having to rely on a person in a white coat to tell me what truth is, right? Come on now. Oh, this is kind of cool. She's a little messy, but it's okay. We'll give her grace. Oh, but look how it pops. So this is a really good example of color theory, right? Like, if you can call it that. Pop color theory, how about that? It makes the black a little bit more vivid. It makes the yellow pop. All right, I'm gonna try to get in the habit of getting my hands dirty because, come on now. I've played it safe way too long. Okay, love this. Now, this is cool. You know, it's early days. It's ice creamish. Her hair, blue. I need something blue in here. How fun is she? Okay, actually, interesting enough. And I know everybody always goes crazy when I say this. I don't like Andy Warhol either, for many reasons. But this is starting to look like one of his prints, right, of Marlyn. I think that's the thing. Marlyn is a little bit, you know, used. We have a slang in Spanish Mexican, está choteado, which means it's overused, overdone, it's a cliche. So, pardon my choteadoness in this exhibit, in this collage. Okay, yes. Let's give her some red lips. Should we give her, okay, here we go. Thank you, Marlyn. And of course, I mean, you don't have to follow her lips. You can give her, you know, a different shape. Oh, this is fun, you guys. Ooh, now the anticipation of ice cream. Okay, so I do like this. Or do I like this? No, I like these stars. So you know what? I have my little, this guy. But you know what? Why don't I just lean into my cutting, and I'm just gonna cut out little stars perhaps. While I do this, take a look at Jaye's collage of hashtag ice cream.
Hi, I'm Jaye. I'm a collage and mixed media artist living in Northern California in a small town called Red Bluff, and I've been asked to share a collage today. And the one that I chose is from the first artist hangout that I was able to attend. And the prompt was ice cream, and we were given 15 minutes to complete a collage, and this is what I did. I started with the lips, which brought this big, bright pop red color, continuing kind of with this, the gold around this, the decadent dessert. I needed some texture. I found this is actually an image from a sweater to make the cone. And so in contrast with the richness and the brightness of these colors, the saturation, when I cut out the middle of the mouth, I wanted purposely to choose something that was just black or white, and a little bit, just had a different contrast. So what I found was this image. It's a black and white image of children hula hooping, which I think also speaks to another symbol of ice cream, which is the playfulness and the innocence and kids eating ice cream. In my collages, I always add text, and so this one says, "Fall in love with summertime." So again, let's go back. Here is the collage that I completed that day. If you want to follow me to see more of my collage work, timed or untimed, please follow me on Instagram at JLCorvus_art. Hope to see you there. Thanks. Bye.
Jaye, that was beautiful. Those children, I thought they were diamonds, and then it made it so much more powerful to have a close-up and it'd be like innocence and joy. I love your collage. Welcome to the art fam, and I can't wait to see what else you create. All right, don't stay behind. If you want to join the art fam and be part of these hangouts, become a member, and you'll be part of it. All right, so come back. I'm still making my first star. I'll just make a few. I'm not gonna go all crazy. But see, this is the whole thing about drawing, right? So I'm gonna put that over there. And again, they don't have to be perfect. And again, remember to follow and love Jaye's work, which is really fun. Here we go. So let me know in the comments how you share your work, because I've been thinking about that, because I share my work on Instagram, on Instagram actually, and it's great. But again, Instagram is changing its algorithms, and you know, the dynamics are changing, so I need to switch it up. And I'm thinking now that you know, we're going out more, I need to know what that looks like in my life. And I need to know if I need to use my website more, or if I need to use other platforms. So let me know how you do it, where you consume your entertainment, your education, your inspiration. Do you stay on Instagram? Do you go on Patreon? Because that's always an option. It's exciting, but it's daunting and it's exhausting. So I need your help. Let me know what that would look like. I was even thinking of like doing a OnlyFans, because it's if you know what OnlyFans is, you know what OnlyFans is. Because it's a way to circumnavigate YouTube, but it has a connotation, and it's a weighted thing, right? All right, I have 5 stars. Check this out. So I don't know what will happen, but I know it'll be good. Look, I didn't put the stars anywhere, but they just landed where they landed, and I'm happy with it. Marlyn, you're awesome. I still don't like you. No, I'm kidding. See, this is what you're supposed to do. This is a positive way of talking to yourself and not looking absolutely batshit crazy. Because it's art, right? If you say you're an artist, you get away with everything. I'm gonna do more stars because I really like the way that worked out. Just a few more, you guys. So this is a thing too, right? It becomes very meditative, especially if I shut up. Can you imagine how much I'd be levitating right now creating these little stars. All right. So let me know in the comments all your thoughts. Where else what other planes we can connect in. Doop, 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 doop. Ugh. I just ripped this little. So this is what's happening too. It's also summer and it's super humid in New York. So the paper is behaving differently, right? It's on summer mode. So it's kind of a little bit less malleable, less rigid. And it's like, let me be. Sometimes I fantasize about just moving to the desert for a nice 6 months, making big paintings, right? I want to do that, but I also need to not come back with the paintings. I need to sell them or something. So if you can make that happen, let me know. You have to speak what you want. Gotta let us know. All right, look at this. Oh, you know what'd be fun? Okay, so I'm inspired by Jaye. You know how Jaye said that she uses text in her artwork all the time. So I love text, but I rarely do it intentionally to be read. I just like it as a design. Actually, the cover of the July collage kits have some of this that I'm saying, but I use text, but I don't use it to say anything. I use it kind of just as noise, right? So what if I use text here intentionally? Ooh, I just went to a dark place, you guys, because I was gonna put I screamed, but then that's sad because then it's like making a statement that she screamed and no one heard. But I was gonna spell it I screamed. It's too much. Okay, it looks good, but I don't see ice cream yet. So let's ring it in. Okay, I'll share this with you. Look at this. So I went to a record shop the other day, and I'm not into musicals, but I saw this. Isn't this the most beautifully designed thing you've ever seen? It's a little 45 of Showboat. I'm named Showboat. I tried listening to it and it made me giggle, but I just needed to buy, it was $1. But look how beautiful the orange and the blue and the little drawing of the people on the Showboat, on the boat. Everything about this makes me so happy. I want to frame this, I want to put it on my wall. Gorgeous. So keep an eye out for stuff like that, right? That informs your work. Come on, Marlyn. Oh. Found it, pink. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna make scoops. What would pink ice cream be? Strawberry? Cotton candy? Blue. Oh, got it. So what I'm gonna do is I did the scoops, but then I'm also doing the melting drips on the side. So it really reads like ice cream or an octopus. Octopi are beautiful creatures. Okay, I think we got it, you guys. Ta-da! I said ta-da, not padam. Get over it. Oh my god, look at that. Hold on, Marlyn. I think it's a little too... It has too much presence. Yeah. So, you know, you can whittle away your collage so it fits better. Voila. Look at that. Fun. Okay, like this. But you know what I'm gonna do, right? I mean, if we're gonna be cheeky, let's be cheeky. Because it's gotta be relatable to you as an artist, and to me, the only way this can possibly be relatable is if I can add a stain. I'm a messy person, so I'm gonna add some ice cream melt on her beautiful white shirt because that is what would happen to me. How about one more? See, now this is where it becomes really cheeky, right? This is where it becomes fun. And isn't that why we're here? Here for the fun of it. Okay, now I totally relate to Marlyn. She got it on her hand. So silly. I don't know where my scissors are. I cut it at an angle, but it's okay. Look at that. Fun. And maybe just one drip here. Actually, I like that drip there. I think we're done. Yeah. What? Oh, you know what? You know I gotta gild the lily, my friends. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, I really love this all of a sudden. I really do. I was like, it looks like a Vogue ad. But now it looks like a fun, silly collage. You know what? I'm gonna add more of these drips, you guys. They're so much fun. All right, while I do this, I will remind you, go get some ice cream. Vegan, non-dairy, whatever you want. And enjoy this sweet little moment of levity. All right, you guys, so this is my collage. Let's look at it really quick. So why does it work? What's happening? Hashtag ice cream. I leaned into this image that I normally would not touch. I don't touch Marlyn because she's been everywhere, God bless her. But she was so cheery and she had her little cup and I can relate to that. So I needed to play with her and she was like, yay, let's have ice cream together. So we have ice cream and I am a super messy person. So I love this idea of the ice cream dripping, yet still very flawless and not sweating the little things. And she's kind of like Marge Simpson, right? She's like yellow and has blue hair. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it also kind of has a very vintagey, I don't know, cigar commercial type thing, but we're selling ice cream today. So enjoy your ice cream, enjoy your little pleasures in life, because listen, that's why we're here. Just the little pleasures or the big pleasures, whatever. No guilt about anything. So this is Luis Martin, the art engineer, reminding you that what you do matters, and enjoy this summer. All right, I will see you here, there, and everywhere you take your phone, and whatever other platform we choose to jump on. Cheers.